Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 67 of Hashtag Friday Sews. I have a bit of a different Friday Sews video for you this week. I'm going to do my usual, quickly what I've finished, what I'm planning on doing. But instead of talking about life, which really is pretty boring over here these days, I'm going to do the hashtag 5 handmade essentials tag video. So basically you get a 2-in-1 this week. I was tagged by a few people for the 5 handmade essentials. So I'm going to start with the usual Friday Sews content and then jump into that other part at the end. All right, so I was very productive this week in the sewing room. I managed to finish 3 things and make great progress on a quilt I've been working on for months now because it's a quilt along. So you get a couple of blocks every month. So it's been going on for like 6 months now, I think. And you can sort of see it here. My blocks are all done. I started piecing my rows, and I'm really hoping that before we go to the island for the weekend, I'm going to be able to put together the whole top so that I can share that with you next week. And yeah, so the 3 things I did finish, so they're over there. Let me go get them and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished 3 tops this week, and that basically finishes off June for me. These 3 tops were part of my June plans, and with those done, I achieved my goal of getting 6 projects done in June. So very quickly, because I don't want this video to be 5 hours long, the first one I finished is another Remy Raglan in this beautiful pink viscose from Beyond the Pink Door. I absolutely love this top. Yeah, size-wise, I decided to change things up a bit. The last version I made was an 18, which is my usual size, but I had picked the 18 in the curvy size range from Sew House 7. And then when I started reading the description a little better, or reading it, I realized that they added a lot more swing to the curvy range at the waist and hips. And that's what I did not like about my first version. So this one is a little more, I guess, narrow or straight up and down. I like this one a lot better. So this is still a size 18, but in their standard size range. I wore this one day this week. Very comfortable, very nice and breezy. Love this top. The second top I finished was another Melody Dolman, and this one is in another cotton lawn. So my first one was in a cotton lawn. This was a dead stock cotton lawn I got from Blackbird Fabric a few months ago. Yeah, I love this pattern so much. This is such a cute shirt. I put some purple buttons on there. Yeah, I made no changes to the pattern whatsoever. I made a size extra large and no adjustments, and it fits me perfectly. Super comfortable. I also wore this one all day on Wednesday, and yeah, perfect for video calls too. Very nice. And the final garment I completed this week is a Seychelles top by Itch to Stitch in another Beyond the Pink Door viscose fabric. And this one has, see, you can see at the bottom of the sleeve and at the hem, this gorgeous embroidered border. So I got real fancy with my cutting to make sure that the embroidery would end at the bottom and at the sleeves, and I absolutely love my new top. This is nice and airy and flowy, and oh my goodness, so cute. So yes, 3 Successes this week. Mind you, they were all patterns I'd made before. When I put out my June plans video, I did say I wanted to keep things simple, straightforward. I just wanted to do some sewing I would enjoy sewing and that I knew would give me some good results this month, just because work has just been incredibly busy. So that's it as far as what's going on or what's been going on in my sewing room. All right, so let's get to the hashtag 5 handmade essentials part of the video. Now, this was a super fun tag started by Sarah from Naughty Gnome Crafts, and it's basically a way to share our 5 essentials. So there are 5 categories. So a top, a bottom, so anything that can be worn on the bottom part of our body, a one piece, a layering piece, and then a wild card. So I thought about this for quite a while. I'm like, wow, what are my 5 essentials? So I decided to go the route of picking 5 essential things and then sharing with you one of my favorite patterns to make that essential thing. So for my top, I've learned in the past few months that an essential part of my wardrobe is a button-up shirt or a button-down shirt. I'm on a lot of video calls. I find button-up shirt, I'm wearing my patina blouse. I find they look professional, they're comfortable, and now that I can sew them myself, they actually can fit me really well. Ready to wear button-up shirts were a big no-no because I am busty. And so if I bought a size that fit my bust, the shoulders were like down here, or they were like so long, they were mid-thigh. And if I bought something that would fit at the shoulders, there was huge gaping at the bust, where basically the buttons, were threatening to pop off me. So now that I can sew button up that fits, oh my goodness, it is a game changer and is now an essential part of my wardrobe. And you might have guessed from the previous part of the video which one is my current favorite. So right now, my favorite button-up shirt is the Melody Dolman. It is quick to sew. The collar is really simple because it doesn't have a collar stand. The sleeves are grown on, so no set-in sleeves. So it's a very, very simple button-up shirt or blouse, but it looks really nice. A little more casual, but that's perfect for me because I work from home. So that's my number 1 essential. Number 2, or my bottom, right now in my current work situation, an essential is elasticated waist pants. I sit all day. I work from home. So I wear lots of joggers. I wear lots of elasticated waist pants. They are just comfortable. And my current favorite is the Luna pants made by Ray. I have made, gosh, I've lost count. My notes here say 5 times, so that's probably about right. I've made them in knit fabric. I've made them in woven fabric. I've made them as joggers, as pajama bottoms, and as dressier black linen pants, which I absolutely love. So yeah, a really, really good pattern. The only thing I haven't done with it yet is make shorts, but that is on the to-do list. So essential number 2, elasticated waist pants. Essential number 3, or a one piece. I thought about it and I thought about it, and you know what? I don't have one. I don't wear dresses, or I don't wear a lot of dresses. I don't have jumpsuits yet. So they are definitely not an essential part of my wardrobe and not something I need to own. So as much as I tried, I just couldn't come up with one. Number 4, my layering piece. So I live in a location where we can basically have 4 seasons all in one day. In the spring and fall, we can get up in the morning to 2 degrees Celsius, and by noon it could be 27. So a layering piece or a cardigan is an essential part of my wardrobe. I own a lot of cardigans. I love wearing them. I basically wear them all year because even in the summer, if I'm inside in the air conditioning, I like to have a light cardigan on me. So my current favorite pattern is the Harper cardigan by Sinclair. I've made it 3 times now, in a short version, in a longer version, and they all came out really, really good. Easy to sew. It's a free pattern, and Sinclair patterns are really good in that they give you the petite, regular, and tall pattern files. So depending on how tall you are, you might not need to do the adjustments, like the length adjustments, which is fabulous. The Harper meets in the middle. There are no closures, but when you're cold and you want something cozy to layer on top of a light shirt, you want to be able to close it. So whereas the Blackwood cardigan is also an amazing pattern, that one is a little dressier and doesn't cover the whole front. So the Harper is my current favorite for my cardigans. And then my wild card, or number 5, is not a garment at all. They are handmade, but they're not a garment. And they are zipper pouches. I have a ton of these. I use these to store just about everything. So I have this one that contains my makeup, and I made this one probably over 5 years ago, and it's still in really, really good shape. I've traveled with this. So yeah, so this is a good one. I also have this for all my hair accessories, brushes, combs, that kind of thing. This is a by Annie pattern. If I can find it and the name of it, I'll link it down below, but don't hold me to that. And then in the sewing room, I have smaller pouches that hold my machine feet and some machine accessories. And then I have bigger pouches that hold things like zippers or measuring tools or cutting tools. So I have zipper pouches everywhere. I love to give them as gifts too. You can have a lot of fun with the zipper pulls, with the zippers, with the fabric. Love me a zipper pouch. So that is definitely a handmade essential for me. So like I said at the beginning, I was tagged by a few people. So I was tagged by Agatha from In Agatha's Cottage. I was tagged by Natita from So Natural Dane. And I was tagged by Michelle from Michelle Sews Again. And I will link everybody's channel below. Now it's my turn to tag some people. And a lot of the YouTubers I know or would have tagged, I've already been tagged by somebody. So I picked 2 YouTubers to tag. So Erin from Erin Sews and Cynthia from Mountain Accents. It's your turn, ladies. I will link both of their channels below. So yeah, go give them a look and subscribe and watch their videos. Oh my goodness, I feel like I've been talking really, really quickly. Maybe too much coffee today. But I would love to hear, like I'd like to tag all of you in this hashtag 5 handmade essentials thing. Leave in the comments below, what are your essentials? Do you have, a top that you absolutely have to have? And which are your favorite patterns to make those essentials? I would love to know. All right, so that'll do it for me this week. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope you have a great weekend. It's a long one here in Canada. So Canada Day on Monday, so 3 days off. Amazing. I hope you have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.